All proceeds from this series will go to Samaritans. Donation link in the description. Hey there, my name's Ruin and welcome back for the final time to the Fazlore podcast. Today I'm here with MKG.
What's up, guys?
ExplodingLoaf.
Hello.
And Billyish. Billy.
I said hello.
Billyish is
Hello.
actually suffering at the moment.
And today we'll be covering Secret of the Mimic. What was Secret of the Mimic? I'm going to ask you one by one. So, Billy first, what would you say Secret of the Mimic is? If someone came up to you, no idea what it was, what would you say?
A game about... Oh, I haven't played it in a while. It's a steel wool game. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going well. This is going well.
Great finale.
It's a steel wool game on the early advents of the Mimic, and you've got a bit of Edwin sprinkled in there. You've got a bit of Arnold sprinkled in there. Rest in peace, Arnold. And you've got an elephant as well.
That is true. Loaf,
I
would you
can't
like
think
to
of
add
what.
on to
And a
that?
spring
That's okay.
suit.
That's okay. Loaf, what can you add on to that?
Jesus. It's the newest Steel Wool game that got released. Better than Security Breach, although that's not entirely a high bar to go over. It wasn't too bad. It did what Security Breach was trying to do. There you go.
True. MKG, what would you like to add on to that? Anything you want to add on?
I think Secret of the Mimic was one of the best pieces of video game material ever to come out of Steel Wool, because the story was awesome. Some of the best visuals we had in the FNAF series ever, and I also think it did wonders for the lore, which I'm pretty good at.
That is true. Did you what did you think of the Secret of the Mimic? Do you think it was a good kind of twist, or what did you think? Do you think it was a good secret?
I think the twist was okay. That wasn't what I was here for.
Yeah.
But the actual Secret of the Mimic, that was cool though.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing I'd kind of add to that is obviously it is a prequel. That was a major thing, and it was smaller than Security Breach as well in size, which was an interesting one because it was a lot more condensed than the other games. It was but it was good. What was the lore? One of my favorite ones at the moment is Edwin alive. Billyish, do you want to start?
Yes. I think Edwin is alive because, hear me out here, mine's gone blank. Oh god. Edwin is not dead. The only way he could somehow have died in the events of Secret of the Mimic was in the parachute ending, where he's trapped under burning rubble. But there's no body there. So, where is he? He's not dead. There.
Okay. Loaf, are you alive, Edwin, or dead
Counter-argument, the
Edwin?
Mimic could have just moved the body.
Oh, you devil.
But why? If you're saying
Why
that
not?
point,
Why does it do anything is the better question.
Okay, but if you're thinking from a theorizing perspective, the Mimic mimics things. So whose body has he seen being dragged?
I can't see I can't see the Mimic killing him, because the way the Mimic kills things is quite gruesome. But he's just left Edwin under rubble, burning. So I think he's just walked away, in his funny little walk he does.
This little stroll away. Okay,
Yeah.
MKG, are you on the side of Edwin's alive or Edwin died?
It's actually a complex thing to go with, because you said who has the Mimic dragged away. I mean, I think the Mimic has seen like Steel Wool dragging the corpse of FNAF away, so we can keep having these games. But that's a different point entirely. I think I think Edwin is still alive because I think Steel Wool still wants money. So Secret of the Mimic too. Let's go.
You know, that's the best thought I've heard all night.
I think
Quite a realistic one to be fair as well.
I think my biggest argument for him being alive is he specifically states that he can't feel his legs, and that is like, to me, it's almost directly saying he's paralyzed, not dead, because you can easily take a break to the back and be paralyzed but not be like deadly injured. So, and again, the lack of body, he could have dragged himself away somehow, maybe stole the Mimic's legs again, you know, something along those lines. But yeah.
It was in the books. It was in the books. It was in the books.
Next question. So, how much do you think Henry and William made versus how much do you think Edwin made? Do you think he only made prototypes, or do you think Henry and William stole it all? Billyish, over to you.
Fun. I mentioned this in my review video actually.
Oh.
I watched that one.
Did you?
Yeah, I actually did watch that one.
Oh.
That's finally got one view. That's quite nice. I mean, it's quite a hard one, really.
Mm.
But I think they are just prototypes. I mean, obviously you got Chica, which is a bit weird, but it does make sense in a way because what 1970s it was just Fredbear and Spring Bonnie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I could see them. I could see possibly William giving them ideas and then Edwin making the prototypes of them and then working with Springlocks, and obviously because then when you see Spring Bonnie and Fredbear there, which again doesn't make sense. But then again, oh no, this is why the law gives me a headache. Oh,
The voices.
no. I think they're just prototypes. I don't think Edwin has made any of it originally. I mean, Chica was his wife. I forgot his wife's name. What was his wife's name again?
Fiona.
Fiona. I mean, Chica's was Fiona's. I think Edwin is just give me blueprints and I will make it type person, except from the Hoovers, obviously, and the Mimic, and all of them. But like in the Fazbear way, that they gave him blueprints, he made it. It was the project. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Loaf, your thoughts? Sorry.
I don't know. I'll be honest. The whole thing, the Secret of the Mimic confused me a lot.
Just yap.
Yeah, just yeah.
No, I'm for real. In all honesty, Secret of the Mimic just like, it was one of them games where it's like I kind of got it, but like I'm not huge into the theory side, so I was just.
Unlike MKG.
The T-Dreads FNAF World War incident.
yeah, God David or them God Davids and what is it? What was the other one? Charlie Fazburger. Was that? I've heard Fazburger thrown around. I
Fazburger?
don't get it. That's a
What
real
is that?
theory.
That's what? They made burgers? What?
Yeah, I wish that's what it was.
I think Secret of the Mimic it answers some questions, but also has created a lot more questions, especially with Edwin, Henry, and William's relationship. Because obviously we've got the hints of their relationship and it breaking apart and all that. But I just think it's, it's a very weird relationship, and probably till the third game probably get answered even more.
Yeah. I mean, what about you, MKG? Do you think like they stole all the stuff from Edwin? Like Henry and William stole all the stuff from Edwin, or do you think maybe just some stuff, or just none at all?
I think it's hard for people to come to terms with the idea that throughout the entire franchise, it's always been Henry and William, and then all of a sudden, Edwin comes around. It was in the books. It was in the books. It was in the books. Edwin comes around, and it's this narrative that's fun that he did everything. It's a hot topic thing. I was speaking with my buddy ExplodingLoaf, and he was discussing how it kind of just is like character assassination towards William Afton. He also said that he wanted Steel Wool to burn down, but that's just another topic for another day.
That's a quote I did not say.
You heard it here first, guys. Fazlore podcast.
False news.
But seriously, I feel like the ball is in Steel Wool's court. I still think it's kind of funny that in Security Breach that Scott Cawthon was like, "Hey, I want you to make a game." He's like, okay, what do you want it to be about? That's for you to find out. Like, and then
Yeah.
I guess they took that same energy here, and
Yeah.
they may have messed some stuff up, but that's all subjective.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, not like a politician. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I feel like some stuff definitely was stolen, especially the security breach era. I think it kind of relies on who owns the Pizzaplex, because everything in security breach is definitely a mix of Henry and William stuff and Edwin's, and it's a case of, well, legally what's stolen as well, because obviously William stole Edwin's house and made it his own house, very likely, so he's obviously stolen his employees as well, so it's a fine line. It's a fine line. You handled that one really well, actually. That was quite solid. You're doing so good.
I was gonna make a
The
joke
image of
saying.
them-
I'm looking at it right now. I didn't want to laugh while she was speaking.
The next kind of big one is, where do you think
She's not-
Edwin and Henry and William met? Because obviously they have met by the time of Secret of the Mimic, but do you think it's a full first meeting, or do you think it's a prior one, or do you think we've just got like no hints yet? I don't know. Billyish, please take the floor.
Definitely not a full fest.
Hmm.
I think if we're gonna talk about full fest, it's probably more like a Edwin and William and Henry thing they've done
Hmm.
together. I mean, I can see them. Well, William and Henry. Well, probably, if we go down the route of Henry used to work for Edwin, probably just William at this rate. I can see William seeing Edwin's company as an enemy, big bad boy, and then possibly wanting to create a friendship just to use Edwin and take him down.
Yeah.
Or I mean, or it was just they were just friends and they possibly could have met like at a Edwin showing off his stuffs at a presentation, or vice versa, and then they all became besties and they all lived happily ever after. David get hit by a car, probably William after drove the car.
Driving in my car.
I mean, that could be a possibility, actually. Midnight Motorist. Instead of killing Charlie, it could have been David.
Oh.
I will shut up.
I hate that that's a possibility.
Now you're getting too wild here, man.
It makes sense. I'm just saying.
Oh, I hate that that's possible now. Loaf, before I have a brain aneurysm, you take the floor next, please.
I think Steel, bro. I don't know. I feel like
They're a bit detached, aren't they?
my brain's like half here at the minute.
I told you guys. He said he wanted to burn down.
No.
More
Steel just they have. Don't get me wrong. I did enjoy. I just feel like it's
what you mean.
dragging a bit. We need.
I see what you mean,
as much
yeah.
as I said this in my Help Wanted episode. Like, don't get me wrong. It would be nice to go back to formula, but I feel like we should only do it once. Because like, we're dragging stuff out, bro. Do we need a Fall Fest game? Do we need
Do
we need all of
possibly.
Yes. I want a full first game.
Not like a whole
Okay.
game. The whole game would be
Yeah.
stupid just for the end.
maybe like DLC to Secret of
what's
the
her face
Mimic? Then
died.
that'd
Yeah.
be nice.
But kind of
Yeah.
like
Question is-
rounding back, where do you
Okay.
think they met? If we're like discussing specifically them meeting.
Where do I think they met? I think William and
Tinder.
Henry, or Henry and
So William and Henry with Edwin. Kind of like
Grinder.
Okay.
a moment.
Grinder.
All honesty, I think Henry, if we're going off the way that I remember this, at least from what I remember in the game, Henry was an employee at MCM, and then William was like a company that was trying to reach out to get
Mhm.
robots made, and then he like convinced Henry to join Fazbear, and it's just the whole thing. At least that's how I perceived it. Maybe that's not what it is, but like from what I can see, that's like the common thing, which is like.
Mhm.
Henry's entire thing was he's the other owner of Fazbear. Now he was just some random guy who just kind of appeared and got given
Spawned
another
in.
franchise because William was. Guys, he needs to be evil. He needs to be evil. We have to make him evil.
True. MKG, what's your thoughts on when Henry, William, and Edwin met? When do you think?
I think it was probably during Fall Fest.
Yeah.
Poor Edwin, man. He had all the ideas, and then evil William.
Got the
Sorry,
carpet swept.
That's what I'm saying.
Like Evil William came through, with his purple suit and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take your stuff and kill a bunch of kids, and I'm very British."
I am very British. Love that.
It's just like, "Hey, what are you doing in Hurricane, Utah in 19? What's the date?
79.
1979.
Yeah.
Uh,
1979.
Oh, don't worry about that. 78. And then William Atkins like, "Don't worry about it. Just make these robots, and I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna do some Five Nights at Freddy's." Like,
Yeah, I mean, I do think it's a possibility of Fall Fest because we've got so much Fall Fest symbolism, and by the sounds of it, Fall Fest wasn't specifically a Freddy's franchise thing; it was a general thing. So I could quite easily see like both Edwin and then Henry and William bringing in their presentations, then meeting and being like, "Oh hey, your stuff is cool. I'm gonna steal that," and that's how it goes down. Do you think David was actually hit by a car, or do you think it was Fiona Mimic who killed David because of the Moon EXE minigames? Billy, take the floor.
No.
No?
No. I wholeheartedly think it was William.
Mm-hmm.
Because going by what I said earlier in the previous question about William only using this friendship for his own advantage and just to take over Edwin's stuffs, I can see him slowly, as bad as it sounds, breaking down Edwin by brutally running over his son in a Fred and what's the fucking company called again? Fredbear's. The van. I could see him being like, "Oh, David's in the middle of the road. Oh, was a ball. Bang. David's dead."
David's
And I mean, it worked in William's favour because obviously then Edwin went a bit crazy and made Mimic, and then Fiona, and then everything, and then it all went out into William's favour by Edwin supposedly going missing / dying.
Yeah.
So I wholeheartedly think William ran over David. Rest in peace, David. You would have loved Fortnite Battle Royale with the boys. Billy over and out.
Loaf?
Is that what the parachute ending is?
Yeah.
Guys,
It's been into Fortnite.
What if we just took all of the book lore that they said would maybe be important, and we just completely threw it out the window? And we decided that what if there was just no car? I think something else happened. Okay, how the hell did the tiger end up with David's voice in the basement of the building if he was killed outside in the road? Okay.
The truth
now,
is,
I don't know whether Arnold is going like crazy because he's been up for like how long? Was it 38 hours?
Which FNAF YouTuber sleep schedule.
He's been up for like 32 hours, and he was like hallucinating in the basement. But like you don't just see that and hear child, and then also he was seeing it throughout the entire building. Yeah. I think something happened that David was in the basement and something like died somehow.
I mean, there was never a direct mention of a car. Like, we have a thing that's like,
exactly.
Hey, this park is in a dangerous area, but it never says because of a car. It just says it's in a dangerous area. And if you look in the game, there is a road, but it's... how far would he have to throw that ball? And also, as I think Riothost pointed out in the Moon.exe mini games, it almost seems like a story of the Mimic killing, as in like Fiona Mimic killing David, and then they made a robot David. So, but I don't know.
Theory.
MKG, what do you think?
Oh, sorry. What was the question again?
So
Do
the
you
question.
think David got hit by a car?
Yes, or do you think the Mimic mimicking Fiona, the mum, killed him?
I think it could swing either way, low-key. Because, like you said, the road was pretty far away to throw a ball, and Mimic being the Mimic, and killing people, mimicking everywhere, makes more sense.
Yeah, it's definitely like how much does the book lore rely on it? So it's it's do we trust the book lore more, or do we trust what the game's telling us more? But I think you're right.
I've got a theory.
You got a theory? Give us your theory, good man.
This is going to give everyone an aneurysm, probably. So, you know,
We're talking about
when we see quote unquote Charlie getting murdered outside Fredbear's,
Oh,
what if
no.
that's David?
Billy, no. Oh, Billy, oh, Billy.
I mean, Fredbear's was around then, probably. I mean, definitely was around by then. So, you know, just
Charlie never
saying.
exists. Is this
Yeah,
a Golden
Charlie
Freddy
who?
never exists moment?
Golden Freddy is secretly David. And he's after William for killing him.
I'm gonna steal a page out of Terminal Error's book. What if... Actually, no. I'm gonna steal a page out of Game Theory's book. What if Golden Freddy is actually Fiona?
Oh,
Oh.
what if
That's something
David
Game
Balloon
Theory
Boy-
thinks.
Oh god, that's
I haven't watched that video.
But she's mixes,
Have you
isn't
not
she?
seen the Game Theory
No,
video?
no,
You
I
should watch
haven't.
that.
Game Theory. I should really
What?
watch
Well,
it.
there you go. There's your spoiler. They
So-
think
Thanks,
Will
Liz.
Kerr is real, that he was framed, and that Fiona is Golden Freddy.
Okay, so in my Security Bridge
Family fellow.
episode, I did talk about how I think MXCS is Fiona, and the reason that she's drawing people down there is so she can have a physical body again. Thing is, she is missing. MXCS is missing because it's now a rabbit instead of, well, Fiona. But that hurts my brain. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna.
What if
Mhm.
this is gonna sound crazy? What if Candy the cat? No, I'm just kidding.
And then Bam Bang came in.
Yes, it's canon. Yeah.
Bendy actually turned David into an ink monster. That's what happened. Yeah.
What's the freaking tattletale main character? Is it Mama or something?
It's all leading up to finding Ban Mimic. That's the answer this whole time. You take away Ban Ban's doughy exoskeleton and it becomes Mimic. Big brain.
We are the mimic now.
Best series on YouTube, guys.
Together we are the mimic.
Puppy mimic.
Cut that,
Mimic
cut that,
and
cut that,
Vine.
cut that.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, before we move on to kind of another kind of theory thing, are we all in agreement that Arnold is dead?
No.
No.
What if I've just said Arnold is alive? You know what? No, Dreadnought is real. Screw you all.
Oh no.
No,
God Arnold.
No, Dreadnought is real. Dreadbear is Arnold. You can't convince me
I
otherwise.
mean, I think Arnold's still alive. We don't really see him die, do we?
I feel like he serves no. This is gonna
just
sound
on
horrible, but
being
he
like-
serves no purpose if he survived that. There's nothing that he can really do.
Unless in the DLC we're playing as like Arnold just after the van crash or something,
Mm.
and then he's getting hunted by the mimic in the forest in the woods,
Oh.
like Shane Walsh style.
Friggin' Slender Man are.
I mean, that could work for like a Fall Fest type thing, maybe. Maybe it happens around Fall Fest time.
Yeah, I guess that is a possibility. I mean, it's quite light outside still, even though it's meant to be quite late. So that does imply summer. So it's not out of the question it would be around Fall Fest.
Could be. I just don't understand why the mimic's not, killing people brutally. Because, the mimic's meant to be, what was it? Dismembering people and all that. Because it mimicked what Edwin did to them.
Mm.
I mean, it wasn't really violent in the game, was it? It was
Yeah.
chasing you, but we had that ruined, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, we also found lots of dead bodies around though, so that was a bit of a.
It's not that scary though. I want the mimic to be scary.
I feel like the mimic
FNAF
isn't
not
necessarily-
scary. What are you talking about, man?
You heard me.
I-
You will ruin it.
I feel like though it's just a case of the mimic is acting in self-defense this whole time. I don't think he's actually being like.
Really?
Yeah, because well, if you think about it, the people coming to the factory are there to disassemble him, and they're there to wipe his memory. So in self-defense, he kills every team that comes in to do that because it's just self-defense. And then you have Edwin is experimenting and probably wants to disassemble Mimic. Therefore, he doesn't kill Edwin, but he disables him permanently. It seems like a kind of a thingy. Yeah.
The mimic lured Arnold deeper and deeper into the costume manor. Because the mimic was Dispatch, wasn't it?
Fiona. It was Fiona the Mimic, not the Mimic we're fighting against.
Oh,
Because
stop
she
giving me a
wants the
headache.
code to
Fiona
cure the
the
Mimic.
Mimic.
why is there 2 mimics?
Why is there not a third one? Actually, that's the question we should be asking.
Three's a lucky number.
So, have you guys heard of the Gregory robot theory?
I agree with it.
Wait till you
what,
find out.
You two can take
Yes.
this one.
Yeah, so I will bring this up now. This is probably
Wait,
more a bit
why-
for later, but
Why are we talking about this now? Like, what? This
because
is the one game, isn't it?
because the mimic, a third mimic, might be Gregbot, and that's why there is 3 mimics.
no.
Oh yes.
No.
Oh yes, Billy.
I thought you meant. I didn't think you meant the mimic of. No.
Why do you think
I-
the
I
crying
retract
child
my-
is called Dave? Dave or David. We have David, the boy that died, and we have Gregory, if that's even his real name. I'm Gregory, and he looks like both the crying child and David.
Read the books.
In the Secret of the Mimic secret
Gregory.
ending, there's a still that looks of David and the Mimic sitting next to each other. That is a direct parallel to Gregory and not Funtime Freddy, Glamrock Freddy sitting next to each other on that hill, and it's identical.
I mean, in your defense,
Mhm.
obviously,
Not even
I
arguing
mean-
your own point at this point.
I will. But I get that when we do see the Mimic and Ruin, it is Mimic and Gregory.
Hmm.
So it must have met Gregory beforehand to then mimic Gregory. Now,
Hmm.
I didn't know you meant mimic as in Gregory as in they're both the same thing. I don't think they are. I mean,
I think he's a
Think
third
about it.
Mimic.
think about it here.
Hmm.
Think about it. So, in the lovely Security Breach that everyone loves, because it's an amazing game, it's a feat of horror itself.
Mhm.
We see quite a few stills of Gregory outside, because in the books he breaks in, doesn't he?
Yes.
In the one way, like he's a bully towards Cassie and all that. He breaks in. So why is the mimic breaking into something to then break out and then in and then, it doesn't make sense.
Would you
really.
like to see something that Momocado showed me that exploded my brain?
Because I would say
Sure,
actually,
go
Exploding
for it.
your loaf.
the mimic is actually
Right.
Springtrap in the basement. That's the mimic, not Gregory.
No, I'm saying there's 3 mimics. So they're not the same. So the mimic in the basement is separate. So you have.
I can't see Gregory because if he wants to be set loose,
Mm.
he'll be set loose because he's been out the Pizzaplex. Unless I guess he's releasing the second mimic, well the first mimic,
So
which is. It's
have a
giving me
look at the
nightmares
image I just sent in chat. Do you know where this image is from?
Let's see
That's
this.
from the ending I can never get to, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the baby
Look
mimic,
at the door.
the cutest thing ever.
Look at the door.
Mhm.
Look how it's barricaded, and there's a mimic behind there. That means there's a whole separate mimic imitating a child, specifically David, that's been sealed away this entire time. Which means there's likely 3 mimics, which means that mayhaps be Gregory behind that door.
I upset you a second.
Mm-hmm.
So Steel will have a thing. Yeah, it does look quite Helen Avery, doesn't it? Steel will have a thing of doing multiple endings without telling us which is the canon one.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure that's the canon one?
I don't think it's the canon ending, but I think we were meant to take something from that security breach style. I think we're meant to take that there is a boarded off door
we could
here.
just say that Edwin barricaded it in.
Yeah, but then how did the mimic get
Because
out? That's the question.
Isn't there another entrance to that bedroom?
No,
There's a vent,
that's-
isn't there?
Yes, there's a vent, but it's been sealed off. You can't get through it. That's the only way to get in, and it's been sealed from the outside, meaning whatever's in there hasn't been out for the entirety of Secret of the Mimic.
Do you think the baby mimic is Gregory?
Potentially, yes, or at least there is a third. 'Cause this is Momokado's theory, but there is at least a third mimic out there, and that is Gregory. So the one in the
I don't think there
basement.
is because he struggled to make the mimic. He made the mimic, then he struggled to make Mimic 2. So then he somehow made a third one.
I have more to this. This is my whole theory. So, Edwin didn't die, and therefore, to defeat the evil mimic, he made a better mimic to try and fix his mistake, so he knew what he did wrong to fix it. That ended up being Gregory, which is why both Gregory and the mimic have to die together, because they are the antithesis of each other, like Cassidy and the other one. They're parallels of each other.
Of
Gregory is the
Voldemort.
good mimic. Mm-hmm.
Anakin Skywalker and Palpatine.
Oh, yes.
Billyish and Rewin.
But yeah, we'll get
I
more into
mean,
that later. But
If
yeah.
I mean, if you go, I'm trying to remember Mercado, not you. But it makes sense, but I just can't see why. I don't want them to be 3 fucking mimics. Just leave it as 1 mimic and just the weird Fiona one, not fucking 3 of them.
They're multiplying.
Just kill FNAF off. Just let it be moved. Let it be steal them. Get the claws out of his game.
Billy's having his great crash
This
out
is
now.
a slight escalation.
His crash out is real.
I get it. If Nixus is Fiona, fair enough. That's the cool rabbit. Why is Fiona a bloody rabbit? Why?
That's the point. That's for later. That's for later. We have one more topic of the current game, and then we change topic into it.
I was gonna ask, where do you think they can take it from here? You think they're just gonna keep doing prequels?
That's
Are they
the
gonna,
next
like-
topic. That's the next topic. We've got a whole segment dedicated.
I'm
to
sorry.
that.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do
Yeah!
that.
Damn it! Get in your lane.
MKG.
What is the future of the games? Let's start with the big one. Gregbot.
Massive.
Billy,
And-
Gregbot, yes or no? Why?
Haven't we done Gregbot? I'm so confused. My time perception has disappeared. No.
No.
Stop giving us mimics. Stop it.
Gregbot.
Stop it.
I'm a Gregbot
No.
truther.
I
Scott,
am Greg
please,
Bot.
Scott. Scott, help us, please.
5 Nights at Redcons.
Loaf?
I'm sorry. 5 Redcons at Freddy's.
God David. No comment, God David. And I shall leave it there.
God damn it. MKG, Gregbot, ow. Gregbot, yes or
Karma.
no?
At this point, I just accept it because
Yes.
even back then, it was just like, I guess it makes sense.
Mm.
Like, it wouldn't make sense any other way at this point.
Yeah, I feel like that the evidence is piling on so much. I'm sorry, but there's no way that Gregory is a human at this point, and it seems very clear that
Explain the plaster on his face.
because he's imitating Gregory. What?
But where's Gregory? Because Gregory must have to exist in the first place for him to mimic Gregory, correct?
You're not gonna like what I'm about to say.
I'm meeting you next month. You call
Oh,
it a
here we go.
breakdown.
Might be crazy what I'm about to say.
I think William potentially stole it and tried to
I think we should
recreate his
move
own
on.
son. No, you're listening. Sit down.
I already am sat down on the floor.
I think there's too much of a connection between David, Dave, and Gregory. I think there is a chance that William tried to recreate his son. That's why in FNAF 4 he says, I will put you back together, because he tried to turn a mimic into him. Maybe he stole David, maybe he was just experimenting with mimic technology, and maybe that's why he has the basement, because he knows it's possible to bring an animatronic to life, but he didn't understand that it was just a mimic, not remnant.
Should have become a Minecraft YouTuber. Oh, this is easier.
Wait. I killed my microphone.
Isn't
Next
it crazy how that
topic!
works?
Well, actually,
A
no,
game that
actually.
came out like almost 10 years ago. It's completely changed now because of this one.
It really is. Okay, that's another rant, actually. Another rant about this game. Okay,
Oh, here we
hear me
go.
out here. So, you've got FNAF 1 till, let's say, 4. Mm-hmm. Quite oldish animatronics, yeah?
Perhaps.
So tell me, if in 1979 you have that what's it called again? DJ Music Man. What's that called in Secret Mimic? What's it called?
I call him Maestro Man, but that's not his name.
Why is he swinging out on the roof of the costume manor?
He's Spider-Man.
Swinging around like a big ass Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
When I don't know, there's no like perception of like, technology here. Because I mentioned this in my sister location video.
I
Well,
said
I
the
was like-
same thing in my sister location video too.
How is it more like in a way it's more yeah, it looks a bit steampunky, cool. But how is this quote unquote how is a mimic even controlling the bloody thing in the first place? And 2, how is it swinging like that? Please let it go. Please. Scott,
Gregbot.
timing.
Gregory was
Shut up,
actually
shut
DJ
up.
Music Man. Gregory and DJ Music Man are the same
Oh.
thing. It don't make sense.
I'm gonna
The
kill
36
myself.
hours of no sleep were worth it. Oh my god.
Move on.
Okay. Yeah, so just to add my final part to that point, yeah, I've kind of
This is not
explained how I think it's going to be an antithesis of how Gregory and Mimic both have to die, and that's how it's going to end. However,
Wish I could
next
die.
topic before Billy dies. Okay, Mimic's
Let it die,
ending.
let it die.
How are we going to kill that bitch? Billy, how will he die?
Which one, apparently? You're asking me this.
Yes, I am.
Personally, don't do a third game. Pull the plug. Give it to Corkum.
Be nice
But-
to Steel Wool. They own
Okay,
FNAF.
Okay. I'll be nice to Steel Wolf for a second. I'll give a proper statement and answer to your question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Because if your theory is correct, there's 3 of these bloody things, and all we've got is 2 kids. Well, Gregory might not exist apparently now. So we've got 1.5 kids and an old man probably to defeat 3 mimics. I mean, unless somehow William After gets carted out for the 17th millionth time for a bit of fan service, then how are they going to do it? Unless, I mean, we spoke this in the sister location for the Fazlore. I think probably cut actually, was they might just give Tiger Rock to the mimic and they might just turn to a child and they might just boot it. I would do the same thing. Chuck it in the road,
Like
drive
Chucky in
over the
DVD.
bloody thing. Yes, just do something to it. How can you defeat the mimic? It seems immortal. It survived so much.
Empathy.
And I'd boot the bastard at this rate.
The power of friends, friendship.
Come on, FNAF. We could do this.
I feel like FNAF has got potential though. Let's be real. They've got
It
got
has
a good
potential,
setup.
the
yes, but-
movies to do it. The movies are good.
Mm.
I
It's in
enjoy
that
it.
movie, it's not the game.
Yeah, we're talking
I
about
know,
Secret of the
I
Mimic,
know.
but
I'm trying to
the
say,
movie's
like,
good.
listen, Secret of the Mimic, as much as like I thought it was in comparison to like old FNAF games, you're not gonna get that for a while. Yeah, it was a step in the right direction. I don't think we should lose hope entirely yet.
Mhm.
I know I've been like one of the main people who's like, I just don't understand it. But
From
I
a
feel
game
like
perspective,
looking
it's
at it in
good.
comparison, it was a step in the right direction. You know what I mean?
No.
What do you
No.
mean no? Elaborate.
No. So from a game perspective, it's like it's very good. Like from how Security Breach was, Ruin was like a little stepping stone because Ruin was quite good, and then Secret Mimic, I would say quite good. I enjoy playing it. Like I played it twice, which is quite rare for me. From a lore perspective, it's a bit like Star Wars really. You're sort of dragging it, kicking and screaming out, and then stamping on the poor fellow. I think the game that was in the step. My words are dying. I think the game that was a step in the right direction was Into the Pit. That was a good game.
Mhm.
We had some nice lore. It's definitely never time traveling ball pit. I think
That's
it
debated.
was good. I think that's quite good. But from a lore perspective, it's not that good in my eyes. Game's quite good. I mean, I can't make any better. Probably I can't even make anywhere near that. But from a lore perspective, it's a bit messy. I mean, I guess, yeah, I stand by that. I'm standing on.
I
Yeah.
disagree. I
Oh,
think,
for fuck's sake, of course you do.
of course I do. I've got to. That's my job here. I think Security Breach messed up everyone's perception, but if you can look past that, the current lore is really obvious to me of showing how the Mimic has been taking over the Pizzaplex, carrying the whole narrative of humanity versus AI, bringing around the Mimic, it's a whole story, how humanity is actually the evil because the Mimic, as Raito said, can it be considered now human because it's gone through all the human experiences. I think it's a good narrative story. I think we're just missing the last game or two to put it together because I think there is quite a strong story here. We are missing a few pieces, and when we have those pieces, everything is going to slot in really easily. And I think that piece is how did William acquire the Mimic and it mixes, and when that comes together, I think we're going to have a definitive answer and definitive narrative.
I mean,
I just want to
I mean,
say,
I guess we
you
need
said the
to hear
last
Karen.
game or two. That's wishful thinking.
I mean,
I
like,
mean,
yeah.
Steel Wall's quite hit and miss. The VR games are quite good. Their flat ones are quite dodgy. What I would like to see though for them to answer is why the 2 puppets look completely different early in the games. I mean, you got Security Puppet that gets Charlie's soul, but then somehow it looks completely different in
Nope,
FNAF 2.
David Soul. David Soul.
Oh, David's soul, yeah, because William kidnapped David.
Charlie
Like-
doesn't
Okay.
exist.
Exactly. Charlie who? It's David Emily now, apparently.
What did we start on? What was the question at the start?
Me having a breakdown over this stupid.
Oh, how will Mimic
lore.
die? Okay, Loaf, how is Mimic gonna die?
There is a car. No. It's trapped in the basement and security. Is it? I got confused. I nearly called security breach secret the Mimic. It's trapped in the basement.
Yeah.
It's got no way out. We know that a scooper kills it from that one ending.
It
We know
didn't
that
die.
the scooper can kill it.
I'm so sorry. It didn't die. When you look at it, the Mimic's not inside the suit anymore. It's gone.
It got scooped out the suit, I would have thought.
Yeah, but he's not there.
Yeah, but it rips the suit to pieces, not like it rips the
I mean, and plus you've also
endoskeleton
got
to
to think,
pieces.
yeah, like how would it have time to get out of the suit before it's scooped when the
I
didn't
assume it's
expect
like
I mean, to be
Dolly.
fair, it had time to get out of the suit in the elevator and
Loaf, please. I want this to be over.
No, I'm
please.
not gonna let you just get an easy win. Why would I let that happen?
I'm the breakdown here.
I do think that maybe the scooper kills it. It just depends. I don't think it had time to escape in Ruin though,
No.
because you see it actively getting dragged away, and like you see that that it didn't escape. Like you see it like trying to grab the scooper.
The question is Roxy still alive?
Yeah. We know that. The end credits, she says Cassie. So, Security Breach 2! Let's go.
So I think. Sorry, yeah.
That image you put in is so truthful.
There's-
Honestly, yeah, maybe I don't know, maybe the scooper will kill it. Hopefully.
Yeah. I feel like
Hopefully the scooper will kill it.
I'm
just
still on the
kill it
side of
off.
humanity. I feel like that part is the scooper is to tell us this location basement is down there. Considering we're running the theory, there's like 4 pizzerias on top of each other. If this
yeah,
sister
there is
location
that as
basement
well.
is there, yeah, it does feel more like a.
Thanks,
thing.
Steel Ball.
That's what Fazburger is.
Oh,
It's like the
Fazbear-
episode of SpongeBob with the Krusty Krab like hotel.
That does bring us though to MKG. How will the Mimic die with your infinite knowledge? How does
I don't think the Mimic will die. I think
Oh.
like at the end of like whatever game it is, FNAF was it Freddy's in Space by FNAF 59 or something like that. I think in FNAF 59 it will be revealed that everyone's just a mimic. Like
Yeah, but we are Mimic.
everyone's a robot.
Everyone's the Mimic. Everyone's a robot. Beautiful. And then it turns out all humanity was robots, and that's the happy ending.
It turns out it's the exact opposite. We have to figure out who was a human.
Among Us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna become a crewmate.
I
Wait,
think
Yeah.
it might end in the books, and then we don't get to see it at all until like, the next game, where it's a total reboot of the whole series. And then it's like in a little book, at the end of a book or something, like have a Stitch Wraith was, when it's like, oh yeah, by the Mimic got scooped or something. That's where it's going, I think. I'll be happy with that. Please. I'm not paying
that.
like 40 odd quid for another game.
How did the Mimic die in
Please.
the book? No, to be fair, I bet we're gonna get a free DLC. Yeah, that's a good point. We're gonna get a free DLC and then another game, I think.
How did the Mimic die in the book? Let me have a look. Why is Taron on my screen? How does
Cut that.
How does the Mimic fit in Jackie? Hey, yeah. How does the Mimic die in the books? I don't know. Let's have a look. Maybe William Afton comes back to life. Oh, it doesn't die in the books.
Oh,
Awesome. My theory has more credibility.
Brilliant. holy
It
peak.
survives.
Okay.
What if secretly the Mimic's William Afton in the whole series? Or Michael? And somehow becomes Ennard. And then Ennard's the Mimic
What?
as well.
Wait, what? Oh, Mike
Exactly.
wasn't. I mean, it's not impossible that Dave, crying child is a robot.
even your brain's breaking.
No.
You just tell me Dave and David.
I have heard
And
the
then
theory
1, 2,
that
and
Dave is in fact a mimic, but that's a whole can of worms. I
No.
don't wanna get
let's not
into.
open that. I'll jump out the window. Window is
the
open
baby
currently.
isn't mine. I will put you
The
back
baby?
together.
Let's go.
Okay.
We're all the mimic here, guys.
Okay,
Together it's mimicking
Okay,
time,
so-
boys.
Will we get a DLC? Yes or no? Quick fire round. Billy, yes or no?
Yes.
Loaf,
It's in
yes
the
or
game
no?
files.
Loaf, yes or no?
No. Yeah. Honestly,
Nice.
either at this point.
Perchance. MKG,
Yeah.
yes or no?
They like money, so yes.
Valid.
Okay, so final kind of question. How do we think that Gregory, Cassie, and Vanessa are going to end up by the end of the series? Do we think we're going to have deaths, or do you think everyone's going to survive? Or what
They're
do
all
we
a
think?
robot.
Billy,
They're
start.
robots, aren't they?
Billy?
Well, if your theory is correct, then Gregory's a mimic anyway. So I mean,
he's
that's
gonna die.
Gregory out of the picture.
Yeah, mhm.
So Cassie, I mean, Cassie and Cassie sound quite similar. So maybe she's Golden Freddy at this rate.
I
And
think she's
Vanessa,
gonna
maybe she
become
just
part
turns into William
android.
Afton's daughter. So let's go like that. They all turn villains.
Brilliant.
And then Stillwell's like, what can I do now? Let's go and reboot the whole series and make more money off the game by charging them like £20 for FNAF 1. Because it's free roam now, guys, quote unquote free roam.
To be fair,
make
Help
games
Wanted was
scary.
pretty good.
Mm.
VR
Well,
game
yeah.
was pretty good.
I did say the VR games are quite good, but
That's exactly what you've just said. Free roam for free
no, I
roam
mean like
is-
FNAF 1 is in like as in they make like FNAF 1 like Security Breach was when you walk around the pizzeria. That would make it scarier. Actually.
How would that work? The building is like, it's not big enough for that.
I mean, think Roblox games. They do it quite well.
Yeah, I know, but
Say
they do
Stillwell,
it because they're
take something like
Roblox.
Roblox. They get out Roblox Stillwell, just not their Child Safety Protection League.
Oh,
Please don't
God.
do that.
Have you heard the Cassie android theory?
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my goodness. I'm quite familiar with that one, actually.
Yeah. Well, because Cassie fell really far and she probably should be dead, so she's got robot parts, and that's how Gregory is revealed. Went out.
Me this. I didn't like this at all, and I stopped making robots of children. Stop it. I don't know how the mimic's going to die. I don't know what's going to happen. Like genuinely.
At this
I
point,
know
I
what-
think Billy's
how
gonna
this
freaking
kid-
kill the
I
mimic
will.
himself.
How are these kids and probably an old man going to defeat apparently 3 mimics now and Edwin's dead wife?
Magic.
Well, 2 mimics and Edwin's dead. No, not magic at all.
Magic.
Anyway, Billy out.
What was the question again?
And that's where I'm at with this now.
Or something. Oh wait, Cassie, Gregory, Vanessa, where did they end up in the end of the series?
Yes, Loaf. Where do you think they're going to end up?
I think Cassie will be a robot because there's no way a human survives an elevator fall like that. And I think Vanessa is going to turn out to
robot.
be the only human in the entire series. She will, I don't know, maybe she'll be a main character at some point. That'd be nice. It's like the only thing left I can possibly think of them being able to do.
MKG, where's your stance?
I think maybe not be a negative Nancy. I mean, I think obviously Security Breach too. We're gonna see them again. And maybe they'll meet up. Maybe like you guys said, or I said too, they'll all be robots. But I could also see them pulling a thing. Because one of the things I hate about new FNAF games that even Scott did, Scott would answer like 1 or 2 questions and then like make like 24 more questions to be answered in the process of doing that.
Oh my god.
So who's to say like we have something new called, I don't know, Jimbo the animatronic, that's the new main antagonist in the next game.
Jimbo!
That goes back. Yeah, that goes back before Fall Fest. And he was the inspiration for the mimic, and they stole the idea from that.
Gang, I'm gonna be honest, I tied my hoodie and I can't undo it. Help! I can't. I was gonna move the thing that I was trying
You
to
have a
stab.
mimic to help you.
Oh, I got it. Okay. Gush about the game. Okay, so what we're gonna do is gonna go around and everyone's gonna say at least one thing. At least one thing. You have to say at least one thing, and
God.
that is good. And then you can say whatever you want, but you have to give at least one compliment. So we're going to start with Billy.
That's like blackmail. One good thing about good lord. Oh god, I actually don't know what to say.
You just said you liked the game.
I'm trying to think of one thing I liked about
No,
it.
you can say more than one. I'm saying you just have to have at least one.
I liked the parachute ending
That was cool. I was quite tired
because
and
it
fed
gave
up,
us
but-
quite a because I got to get inside of String Bonnie and walk around in him. That was very cool. And that weird prototype monster thing with like Bonnie, Chica. So I want to get into that actually. That was quite cool. And then
was
somehow
cool.
we had the FNAF 3 thingy on the desk next to the monitor. Oh, I should stop talking, otherwise I'm going to put that into a negative actually. I think overall it's quite a decent game.
Mhm.
I mean, like I said, from a game standpoint, it's quite good. And I quite enjoyed it. But when you try and connect to the rest of the FNAF games, it's a bit... This is my issue with Steel Wool. Is I can't... what I like to do is put, like, the FNAF universe in, like, where to fit it in all that.
Yeah.
But it's like the Steel Wool era seems so, like, detached from Formats of Redders. I mean, yeah, of course you've got the core animatronics and all that. I mean, most of the time, you know, Foxy turns into Roxy. Bonnie wasn't there for the first game and for the second game. Chica wasn't. Oh, no, Chica was there. But I just find it a bit... Yeah, I'm going to shut up and carry on.
Loaf.
I won't say more stuff.
Loaf. At least one good thing.
I think graphics-wise, it was a lot cleaner to look at than Security Breach. Honestly,
yeah.
I thought graphics-wise the game was better. Visually the game was better. Jump scare-wise, like the horror of it, it was far better than Security Breach. But obviously with the horror that you're getting in Secret of the Mimic, it's not. You know, it's like general mascot horror, but like in comparison to the last one, definitely a lot better.
Yeah.
It was fun to play on stream. I actually did have a good time playing it. Obviously going back, there is some issues, but you know, I think for what it is, it's not the worst that we've ever had.
Yeah. MKG, at least one positive thing, and you can talk about the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was one of the best games that still was made. Maybe one of the best games ever. I'm surprised like it's not in talks for a game of the year.
Billy, shut up.
And I think it's done wonders for the FNAF lore, as Billy could probably like, you know, he could agree, right?
Yeah.
Totally, yeah. Oh.
My question, because I was asking this before we got to the topic,
Oh yeah.
is where are they gonna go? Are they just gonna go in the future? Are they keep doing prequels?
DLC, and then a Security Breach 2.
What after that?
Am I behind? Is the Withered animatronics having a location between FNAF 2 and 1 still a thing, or am I just in 2017?
I hear you maybe in 2017.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know where they can go from here. This is why I've been joking around about like a little soft reboot, possibly, or possibly stop making games for a couple of years. I know this sounds quite negative, but all things considering, stop making games for a bit. And just, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing some TV shows of it and some movies, and, you know, just please stop it.
It's funny you mentioned
Fredbear's
movies.
show would go hard.
Fredbear's TV show, Amazeballs, that'd be sick. Animated as well.
Wait,
Give
holy
me
Fazlores.
William Afton and all that stuff, animated, that'd be sick. But game-wise, I don't know. This is the thing. They've sort of put themselves in a hole now, where the whole prequel thing was quite cool. Like, very poggers, very cool. And then, same with Security Breach, when that was like, here's the future of FNAF. And then they destroyed that in ruin, went back in time to be like, here we go, here's how the Mimic was mimicking around. And I know about it, the next game, obviously, we got the DLC, probably Fall Fest and all that. But the next game is going to go back into the future again. When we defeat the Mimic, possibly by, I don't know, tickling his armpits or something. I don't fucking know this, right? But there's nothing you can go from there. I mean, William Afton's dead. Henry's definitely... don't bring Henry Emily back. If you somehow make it so he survived FNAF 6...
He's Dr. Doom. He's Dr. Doom.
They're both dead, hopefully, in a nice way. I mean, William Afton's definitely dead. Edwin probably will die at the end. I mean, he's probably like in his 80s, probably. Gregory's probably a bot at this rate. It won't fucking surprise me. Cassie might travel back to the past and become Golden Freddy. There's no future. Like, no one's alive to really carry on Fazbear Incorporated.
I have an answer.
Whatever it's called.
I have an answer, and it actually
Don't you
came from
dare
me. No,
say
it's
why.
a good,
FNAF
it's a good
World 2.
answer.
FNAF World 2.
FNAF World 2.
FNAF World 2 would be peak.
It's we talked about this in the Into the Pit episode, so it feels like we've got maybe 2 more games for the main line, but it looks like we're probably going to lean more into the Mega Cat ones, considering they wanted to make more of the Tales of the Peach.
They
not
were
Tales
quite
ones.
good.
Yeah, so it looks like either we're going to kind of branch probably into Fredbear's era, that kind of thing, unless that's in the DLC, or we're going to lean it a lot more heavily into the Mega Cat and the Click Team game. So we'll kind of go into a new genre and kind of step away from mainline FNAF.
The thing is, Steel will have a thing about retconning stuff.
Mm.
I don't want them to touch the original game's lore in any way possible. I mean, they have done already, and then, you know, no one really liked it because everyone started to think that Edwin made all the original animatronics. And
Yeah, and it's like, no.
I mean, Chica was fine. We all knew from Sister Location that Chica wasn't part of Fazbear's for a while.
Yeah.
Allegedly, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah. But the
I'm
thing
sure
is
now.
that the main
I
gang.
have seen everything.
I was the first. But yeah, it's I think we need to remember though that a lot of what's coming is from Scott. So for example, Chica's Party World being from Edwin's, I could 100% see this being something from Scott. And the more you think about it, it changes the lore a bit, but it's not too out of character. When you actually look at what we know and the fact that the main animatronics aren't actually from Edwin, they were just commissioned, you kind of then start to, I don't know. But I think it gets a lot of criticism for what it is, but I really enjoyed Secret of the Mimic. I didn't like the stealth sections, but otherwise I'd say it was quite fun. I liked it. I liked the lore.
I would say the stealth sections were the best.
They annoyed me. I was so bad at it.
They added tension and suspense and all that. The game. It lacked a bit of that.
It
second
added
stealth section.
tension, but when you've been in that section for a good hour in a section that should only take 10 minutes, it gets more annoying. Like when it was jump scaring me half the time, it was more annoying than anything because I was tired.
Scares. Wasn't you stuck on the spring lock bit with the pirate?
Yes.
That was that one, wasn't it? I was sat on stream with you.
Unfortunately, that was the bit that I actually, once I figured out what I was meant to be doing, it was fine. But I do feel like sometimes there was a bit of a lack of direction of what am I meant to do here, but otherwise it was
Welcome
fine.
to Stillwell Universe. Okay,
Before we move on to the outro, I need you guys listening to know something. We have lied a bit today. MKG hasn't seen Secret of the Mimic. He hasn't seen most of the new lore. He had no idea what he was talking about this entire time. Yeah.
Yeah, guys. I hate to say it, but I'm a fraud.
We should cancel him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not played Secret of the Mimic. To be honest, I didn't even watch it. I only watched Loaf play it, and that was for like 20 minutes.
Yes, I kept him for 20 minutes.
I did plan on playing it, and I was gonna make a video called "The New Poppy Playtimes Just Dropped," but I feel like people wouldn't like that, so I didn't do it. But I feel sorry for you, theorists. Me mentally, FNAF ended in Ultimate Custom Night. A hot take, I think it ended at 3. So
Fair enough.
You know what? Everybody's take is valid until we decide it's not.
Exactly.
yeah, until everyone decides to become a robot.
And that's it today for the final time for the Fazlore podcast. Special thanks to our lovely guest, MKG.
Guys, thank you for having me.
Your mic cut off at like the perfect time.
Exploding Loaf.
I'd like to,
sorry, yeah.
Actually, I'd like to correct you real quick. Thank you for coming on to my show.
As you are the most
Might as well
knowledgeable,
have
of course.
Yeah. Finale of Fazlore. It's been a great ride. I had to pull some strings to get ExplodingLoaf, Billyish, and Ruin and all on the same call, but you know, we got it done.
I got the last shout out on my own show. This is a low point for me. Exploding Loaf.
Hello. Go sub to me, please. No, it's been fun.
And Billyish.
Please, for the love of everything, subscribe to me. I was so happy and glad to be invited to this. But after hearing so many theories about 3 of these bloody mimics, I've caused myself to grow grey hair, for it to fall out, and me to cry on my floor, because half of this video I've been sat on the floor, lay on my back because of it. So subscribe to me. Otherwise, I'm sacrificing loaf.
That seems fair.
Please,
What did I do?
Everything.
Right. So,
He's gonna eat you, Loaf, in the next peak stream.
No.
bread. Okay, so where can we find you? We'll
Bread.
start with you, Billyish. Where can we find you?
On Earth.
Nice.
No,
Uh,
on YouTube, please do it with 2 H's, not with 1 H. I'm not Billie Eilish. 2 H's, and then you'll find my lovely content. Please subscribe to it, otherwise you know what's going to happen to Loaf.
I'll vouch it's gonna happen. Exploding Loaf. Where can we find you?
I'm Exploding Loaf on practically every single social media platform. You're gonna find me on there. Not much is gonna change.
Nice. MKG. Where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube at MKG, just MKG. If you look up the lamest FNAF OC of all time, you're gonna find me. It's about. Can I say it's Real Time Studios?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. You're allowed.
Mhm.
Can I talk
Subscribe
about brother? I
Um,
don't know.
I don't know
okay,
if
you
you can
can
talk about
remember.
him, but
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see a certain OC there that comes up. If you wanna support me, go over there. If you wanna give me stuff on Warframe, my in-game name is PvP Ascendants. Give me all the free stuff ever, man. And thanks, man. Thanks for having me on. It was really fun.
Thank you all for joining me. And that'll be it for today. Signing off. See you later.
Let's go.
Bye, everyone. Please let this end.
Thank you so much for listening.
That was cool though.
Yeah, I agree.
When Springtrap came back, it was awesome.
Wrong! You're going so strong. Every time you answer, I'm trying so hard not to laugh, and I know I can't look obvious because otherwise people will catch on, but it's just when you talked about dragging the bodies away, I was like, "Please be careful here, be careful."
you brought the comedian on and expected him not to throw jokes.
Oh, this is the best episode. Okay, so you handled that one really well, actually. That was quite solid. You're doing so good.
I was gonna make a
The
joke
image of
saying.
Sam-
I'm looking at it right now. I didn't want to laugh while she was speaking. Yeah, I was gonna make a joke when you said William stole his house. I was gonna say he stole his wife too, but I don't think I should have made that.
Yeah, you know what's funny? He absolutely probably did as well.
Yeah, when I played it, I was gonna say I was with Scott Conton himself, but I think that's a little too
Well,
jokey.
edit that out. Okay. Hi there, PNG Win here. A reminder, all profits from this series goes towards Dorco's London Marathon 2026 fundraiser, in which he is raising funds for Samaritans, a charity for people who are struggling with their mental health, offering support lines and services so nobody is ever alone. It's a wonderful cause, so please consider donating with the link in my bio or scanning this QR code. Thank you.